I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to see you all. I'm happy to see also that Lila Sundar from Brazil is also he joined our meeting, and it's always some nourishment for our hearts when we are invited. We feel that we are dear for the devotees, and for me, uh, as a as a Latin man, mainly, of course, from Spain, Portugal, Brazil, it's all the influences. For me, it's very important feelings. And and for me, Krishna consciousness is all about feelings, all about how you feel, about everything, about serving the Lord, serving the devotees, the books, the temples. For me, it's not pretty much intellectual, but it's person to person, of course. We cannot judge someone who is more intellectual, and we cannot judge someone who it depends more on feelings. And devotees, they give us that type of feelings. Indeed, my experience with Srila Govinda Maharaj, my dear guru, my experience with him, and with Srila Sridhar Maharaj in his instructions, is that Krishna consciousness is all about feelings. That's the truth. Intellect is a tool. We follow, we use the tool. And then I heard one day in one class, in one meeting with Srila Sridhar Maharaj, I heard one devotee, he said, "You always giving so much importance for feelings, for heart, but you were like a genius. You are more than a genius. You know all the scriptures, you know all the shlokas." And then Srila Sridhar Maharaj gave a nice and sweet laugh. And then he said, "Yes, intellect is a minister, but heart is the king." This is very beautiful. This is very sweet. Intellect is the minister, and the minister goes every way, every day, every morning, and he paid dandavats to the heart and ask the heart what is supposed to be done, what I should do. And I'm always repeating that because this is so important for me. Diksha, when you get the mantra, it's called Diksha. Everybody knows. And Diksha means union. Two words, Divya-jnana. That's Diksha. And what is Divya-jnana? I was always thinking about Divya-jnana. It's something like that comes like shlokas in my mind, and then I will understand things in a proper way, but like in lines, written lines. And then Srila Gurudev and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, they say, no, this is a transmission of feelings from your guru, a transmission of transcendental feelings to your heart. That's Divya-jnana. And how you can connect your heart to have a line, a pipeline, to receive those wonderful spiritual feelings from the devotees. And the secret is Seva Mukhehi Jivado Swayam Evais Puratyada. Seva is everything in our lives. Sacrifice. Sacrifice means making your office, your daily routine, your daily life sacred. Whatever you do, and the Lord is so generous. Lord Krishna, he's so generous that he said in Bhagavad Gita, whatever you do, do it for me, to please my heart. And so many yogis are doing something to please the Lord in so many conceptions. Yoginam api sarvesham. This sloka in Gita is very important too. Because so many people, and sometimes we have the tendency to think that we are the only one. What we know is everything, and we don't respect other yogis. But yoginam api sarvesham. Between all yogis, between all the people who wants to please my heart, to do something to connect with me with yoga. Yoga means have some connection with me. Those who connect their hearts to please me, those who try to please me with their hearts, with faith, I consider them mataha. I consider them yukta uttama. I consider them the supreme connection. They have the supreme connection with my heart. I like everybody. Krishna is not saying I don't like this, I don't like those, I don't like that. No, he's not saying that. Have you ever heard Krishna saying I don't like this? Krishna doesn't like if you offend his yuktas, his yogis. Then he becomes, his feelings are not very nice for you. But remember, every jiva soul is a yogi, sometimes covered and sometimes uncovered. So we have billions and billions and billions around us as yogis. Almost all of them covered. We are covered. And we are now awakening by the mercy of Guru. Our heart is like prospering due to our surrendering. Oh, Gurudeva, please save me. I'm so falling. I have no chance. If you don't help me, I'm nowhere. And I lost my desire also for material things. So what should I do? I have no spirituality and no desire to be something great in the material life. I'm nowhere. Please, Lord, help me. That's the feeling of the devotee. He's full surrendered because we know we cannot cross the huge ocean of Maya. But if you surrender to the devotee, like Srila Govinda Maharaj, if you surrender to his lotus feet, then the huge ocean becomes smaller according to your surrender, then smaller, until you can just jump and cross, and you made it. You are free to go. Like they say in jail, when they open the door, you are free to go. And you can join your family. Have you ever heard? We have a family in Goloka Vrindavan. We have a family there. We have people who cares for us more than we can even imagine. They care for us. And they say when you just open your eyes and you are there, they will hold you. They will think, why you were so crazy? You were like tripping out, wake up. You were tripping out. Then you're going to find who is your family there. Servitors, Lord Krishna's servitors. Everyone around. They're servitors. But now we have this family and we are happy. Gurudeva gave us a nice family. And we always said, and we always heard from him, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math is not an institution, just being run by law and condemning people. And no, Gurudev said, we are a family of devotees. It's very rare to find someone in Krishna consciousness. And it's very rare to find someone in Krishna consciousness in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math is above all. I mean, the conception. Now in terms of mission, we are not so good. Like not so much union, devotees not very. But in terms of conception, what Gurudeva gave and Srila Sridhar Maharaj gave to our hearts is completely different. And in one sense, we became free from institutions. Just see how wonderful it is, how ironic. Like, we are in an institution, we work for the institution, but now we are free from the institution. We are just living for the institution, giving some energy as possible by each one in different ways, in different intensity, no doubt, because we've been touched by our gurus. We've been touched by those feelings. I want to surrender here. I want to serve here. Something unique is here. The taste. It's like when you find something very good, like we are all coffee crazies. I don't know you, but I like coffee. But as soon as you drink a nice coffee, you cannot go back to the bad one, to the less standard, previous one. And it's life. And the soul is always searching for something better, something better. Like, if you allow your dog to lay like to sleep on the couch, the dog will always try to go to the couch because the couch is better. So our nature is for pleasure. Our nature is for being enriched in our hearts. Our nature is to be fulfilled. Before, we were trying so many things that is not fulfilling, so fulfilling. But we tried, and we tried again, and we heard from devotees, this is not good. Then okay, I'll try once more. I'll try once more. But then, according to your determination to proceed, being together with the devotees, following the service, giving some energy, then your heart is like changing. There is a transformation. We need to pray for that transformation. We don't want to be hypocrites. We want to be like natural beings. This is natural for me. Like, this is natural for me now. I cannot kill an animal, an ant. Before I could. Now it's impossible. There is a transformation. I don't need to hold myself not to kill, because there is a transformation. This transformation will change completely the panorama, the view of life. And enjoying life, as every materialistic people, every soul covered by Maya, becomes completely disgusting. And that's a real position, when you don't need to lie, you don't need to fake it, you don't need anything. You are just someone who lost the taste for material things. But it has to grow properly. It has to grow properly. And grow, my case, grow or grew with pain, much pain. No doubt. Krishna consciousness means pain. I have one friend in Australia. He's Srila Sridhar Maharaj. He's Srila Sridhar Maharaj's disciple, and sometimes he's getting very old now, and he's like no hair, and he looks sometimes to me and he says, "Oh Lord, please, less mercy, less mercy," because mercy sometimes comes in a way to purify. It's not like for everybody the same. It's different ways for everyone. But for me, I can tell you, much pain, but nice pain. Nice pain. You feel, oh, my guru is helping me. My guru is giving me strength to overcome all my sinful reactions, my bad karma, previous karma. I was an enjoyer. You cannot born in Brazil if you are not an enjoyer. That's the country to enjoy. You're born here to enjoy, no laws, just go for it. Life is to enjoy the senses without any restriction. And then you have to change your view, your perspective. And then you suffer, of course. And my friend, I don't know, I know Priyanana, he met him, Vaishnava Maharaj, Shruta Shrava Prabhu, many times, and I don't know, never met him. Yes, few devotees in Russia and in Ukraine met him. And he used to say things very nice. He said, when you have to leave the mud, you have to walk through the mud for a while. It's not because I heard, follow the rules, follow the principle, and now I'm ready. This is for some. Maybe a few devotees they can do because they have that capacity. They have some samskar ready for that. But when we don't have sanskar for that, we go slowly, with patience, and we embrace our sinful self in the sense of we become like, be merciful to you, forgive you for what you did wrong. Don't bring all the things that, you hurt people. The journey is so long, but we need like to be generous with us and with everybody. This is life. This is human life. Be kind, be generous. Try to correct yourself. Stop trying to correct everybody around you. And live the life as you should live. Surrender to the Lord. Give in your heart. Don't just give your body and your intellect. Give your heart. The Lord, He's thirsty for bhav. He's thirsty for your feelings, for what you feel for Him, for how much you feel for His devotees. And then you should show something. Oh, you love me, you love me, you love me, but you never show something for me. Like, go to the temple, help painting the temple, give some donation, serve prasadam, cook in the temple, help to make some books, do something to show, Lord, I'm in your family. Please give me service, give me something to show my affection for your devotees, to show my affection for you, to show my affection for your instructions. The instructions of the Lord, they are so sweet, but I have no healthy tongue to taste it. It's always bitter for me. But they are sweet. When the Lord says, give me flour, give me water, give me something with your heart, and I'll take it. What Lord have you ever heard saying this? Lord Krishna, He's very, very sweet and very generous and very welcoming the soul. He's always welcoming the soul. Maybe in our minds we feel neglected, but He's always there with you. He's always there with me. It's just a question of, chant His names. Sometimes I think it's a little like, the Lord is crazy. He likes that someone chants His name. Then we chant. Okay, He likes it, I will chant every day. How many rounds? I don't care. I will chant as much rounds as I can. 14, 16, 20, 32, doesn't matter. Because He likes when we meditate and we give our heart to His form, Harinama Prabhu. We came to this mission to chant His names. Harinama Sankirtana. How much Sankirtana we do? How much of the Lord's names we cultivate? How much of our lives we deliberate about the Lord's names? Every day, every morning, every night, driving, everywhere we can think about His names, call His names, Harinama Prabhu. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, there are two spiritual things in this mundane environment, the Jiva soul and the holy name. So the Lord in His Nama Rupa, in His form of name, He's more merciful. He's more merciful. He gives us everything, but how much faith we have to chant his names. It's so easy. Okay, I'm a lazy man. I'm Brazilian. I like to do nothing. I like to be at home, sitting on my couch. Then chant the holy names. You can chant all day long, but meditate, deliberate what feelings it brings to you, and do for service. Don't try to do to enjoy. I will try to enjoy the holy names. No, serve the holy names. Sir, you told me you are very generous in your name, with your as the form of your name. Then I'm here presenting myself to you, chanting your names, okay? Please don't take my offenses. And I'll try to reach you out, calling out, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Every day, all day long. Mahaprabhu came to give us the mantra. How much are we applying his directives? And I think this is the most wonderful opportunity we got in our existence, not in our lives. Almost all of us, we were Christians, if so. Christians, if so. I was a demon, little demon, when I was a teenager. I ran it out from Catholic Church. I could not stand priests, and I was a little demon. But then, by some reason, I met the devotees on the street selling books, and I went to fight them. I didn't want to serve them. I want to debate, talking about Darwin and things. I was studying biology. Then I want to confront them. Then, one day he convinced me to buy a book. Then my life changed completely. Just see how important it is to do this service, translating books, printing books. And Avadhut Maharaj is very expert at doing that. He's amazing. I bow down to him. He's amazing. He's incomparable because, every corner of one mission he's covering. There is no gap. Everything we need to have in a mission, Avadhut Maharaj is supplying. And this is just, mind-blowing. This is not common. This is not ordinary. Gurudeva said, Avadhut Maharaj is not in my jurisdiction. He is in Srila Saraswati Thakur's jurisdiction. And this is not a very small compliment. This is not someone like me saying, this is Srila Govinda Maharaj saying and giving this certificate for him. He is in Srila Saraswati Thakur's jurisdiction. And if people coming to complain about him, Gurudev used to say, you go away. Let him do his job. Because he's big, he's dancing all over the world and spreading the good news about Krishna consciousness. Tirelessly, not thinking about his own comfort. If you cannot appreciate that, you have a problem. Go to a shrink. You must go to some treatment, mental treatment, because it's so clear. Not just Avadhut Maharaj, but you are like most of you are Russians and Ukrainians, and he's part of your life. But we have other devotees also, beautiful devotees. They gave their heart to Gurudeva, they gave their life, they gave their everything, their money, their body, their senses, their life breath to Srila Govinda Maharaj. Anyway, if anyone wants to say something or to ask some question.
Please excuse Dandavat, everyone. Just having RIT nearby, so just kind of. So, if anyone, oh, okay, I see we have a question from Narayan. How to see the will of the Lord at that moment when physically you feel much pain, or you're illness is like activated. I suppose it can be called karma, but when nothing helps, then you lose hope and it's impossible to serve. This is like putting everything on pause. I don't want to ask the Lord about something, and it's not like selfless. We tried even that, like asking, but it didn't help. How to understand these situations about being in pain and so on properly, and how to cure it when it's impossible to tolerate.
Om Gyanat Mirandasya Gyanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Jana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Srila Govinda Maharaj Ki Jai. Those situations, they come in waves. According to your karma, they come in waves. Then matrais parshastu kanteyashis tona sukha dukkada agamapaino anityastam stitikshava bharata. We need to learn how to tolerate. And tolerance, there is no end. Once I asked Srila Govinda Maharaj if I could beat someone or if I had to tolerate. And then Gurudeva told me, tolerance never ends. It goes to Goloka Vrindavan, tolerance. And we need to tolerate our own mind, our own craziness. We are so crazy. We change according to the moon. We change according to the hormones in the body, and we change our mood. We need to be tolerant, very tolerant. But if you practice your sadhana, and what means sadhana? Sometimes we think sadhana is to offer incense sticks, we go to the temple, but mainly sadhana means keep positive. Keep positive. Always with always our mind is in the lotus feet, in the shelter, ashray, Krishna Ashraya, Namashraya. We are in the shelter of the holy names. We are in the shelter of our meditation in the Lord. We are in the shelter of our service, practical service. We are in the shelter with someone who is helping us, some devotee. He is helping us with some nice words. Everybody needs a nice word. Sometimes we are freaking out. Then we call someone who is a friend, who is a dear friend, and who is a well-wisher, and we can talk to them, and they will tell us, cool down, be patient. Life is beautiful. Go for a walk, do something good for you, and slow down. Take your time, breathe, life is beautiful. We are alive, feeling, and learn how to feel, how to understand that sometimes because we don't like bad feelings, bad situation, we try to fight that, but try to welcome that. Oh, Lord, you are giving me such a hard work, not hard work. You are giving me such a hard time, but this is for my good. You are giving me that because you love me. And I will tolerate, pain. I will tolerate my crazy mind. Of course, we take some medicine. We are not tolerating without any action. We take some medicine. If I have pain in if I have tooth pain, I take some medicine. If my mind is disturbed, I'll try to go and do something that will harmonize my mind. Like sometimes in the ashram, I'm expanding the temple. The temple is becoming big and much money is going out, and I'm always in anxiety. And then sometimes I leave the ashram and I go to the beach and I stay alone. I have like a small room. I stay with my friend Tupac, my dog. Then I go for a walk with my dog. Then I see people, I laugh, I breathe, I have a dip on the ocean. Then after 2-3 days, I'm missing my service. I come back, Nrsimha Prabhu is here, Antaryami Prabhu is here. I have some friends around. Then again, I'm in the battle. So we need to take our time and then proceed. It's any journey is like that. And understanding, don't try to demand from the Lord anything. Whatever comes to us, we accept with our full heart. Understanding, oh, this is just a wave. Sukadu kesame kritala bala jaya jayo. 2 verses in 2nd chapter is helpful for the waves of life. The 14th and the 38th. 2nd chapter Bhagavad Gita. They are very helpful to keep your mind like balanced, because when we analyze life in itself is hard, right? Life in itself is hard. So why are we expecting life in Krishna consciousness will be easier? No, life in Krishna consciousness will be as hard as common life. It's hard. And according to your karma, I have some friends, they have money, lots of money. I have no money. I have friends, they have no money. They struggle. So life is different for every living being. In different waves coming sukha, dukkha, happiness and sadness, victory and defeat, cold and hot. This is the duality of these words. But when we try to see everything as beautiful, oh Lord, I'm suffering due to my own previous karma. And not just that, tateya no kampam susamikshama bunjana evatma kritam vipakam rigva purbir vidadam namaste jiveta jo mukti padesa dayabak. Lord Brahma had the same question, and then he's surrendering to Lord Krishna, and he's saying, oh Lord, this is not just my karma, it's your sweetest mercy for me because I'm suffering. You are being so kind. But can we see like that? That's our problem. And also in the Shikshastakam, Mahaprabhu instruction, the Lord says, I will be your servant. It doesn't matter if you kick me or if you hug me. It's the same. Kick me means, you give me a big rasagula, I'm with friends, I'm happy, everything is all right, my mind is peaceful. And then kicking you means, you are like struggling with your mind, you are suffering, you have no money, sometimes family trouble, problems coming with son, with husband, wife, so many things, but it's all mercy. It's all mercy comes in so many shapes. And sadhana means, being stable, being balanced in any situation, and never forgetting the Lord and always remembering the Lord. That's our life. Never forget the Lord, always remember the Lord. Every rule that we must follow in Krishna consciousness is just support for these 2 rules, 2 main rules. Never forget the Lord, always remember the Lord. And when you are in deep trouble, mentally, physically, whatever, you pray, you beg, Lord, help me. Lord, I'm going to die. Lord, help me, please. You are my only shelter. Help me. But with full heart, supplicate. Put yourself down, lower yourself down. Chant the holy names, feeling you are a very tiny jiva soul, very tiny jiva soul, insignificant. Then pray, 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 pray. That's our life, surrender. I don't know if I answered your question, but that's what I have to say.
Thank you, Maharaj. And we have a comment from Narayani. Also, she thanks you and she says, the tolerance never ends. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's important to hear, and your answer is very dear to my heart.
No. Thank you.
Okay. Does anyone has any more questions that he wants to ask himself? Or I actually have a small one, but I don't know, it's a little bit abstract, but maybe you can tell us a little bit about the sweetness in Krishna consciousness and like how it get revealed. Maybe at what instances did you encounter the sweetness? Because we hear so much like Maduram Maduram or Madhur Madhur, Madhur Bhaji, but it's like saying, for us, it's like saying sugar, sugar, and trying to feel, like trying to feel sweetness out of it. But we know it's kind of another type of sweetness. So for you, what is it, sweetness in Krishna consciousness? Maybe some examples for sweet lovers.
Thank you for your sweet question. What can I say? I understand, or I feel. You cannot understand sweetness, but you can feel. Read Karna Rasayana Kata. Read Karna Rasayana Kata. It means, something that comes through your ears, Karna, and Rit goes to your heart. And this is a Rasayana. Rasayana means a tonic, some nice food for the heart. That's the sweetness. Sweetness means food for the heart. That's sweet. When your heart just dances when you hear something beautiful, when you see the deities, when you see the kirtan, when you see devotees dancing, when you arrive in Navadvipa, when you see Gurudeva. This is food for the heart. That's sweet. It's very sweet. And that's what holds you in Krishna consciousness. When you can pick a flower and you can understand that very tiny jiva soul you were helping, she cannot walk, or he, I don't know, flower, we say as she cannot walk, but you just pick this up and go to offer to the lotus feet of the Lord, and some nice feelings come to your heart. It doesn't matter if you are miserable, if you have no money. Rasayana is a substance that we are searching for. We are not in searching for money, for power, for stability, for nothing, for enjoying. We are craving for that substance. That's why Srila Sridhar Maharaj always emphasized a lot substance and form. We have some form, we dress, we do something as formalities, but we are craving, we are crazy for the spiritual substance that it's coming from our gurus. It's coming from them. It's not ours. It's not what we create. They are giving drops of that rasayana, those beautiful feelings for your heart. And nobody can say, I have no feelings. The soul, one of the properties of the soul is to feel, think, feeling, and willing. So when transcendental feelings from your guru comes to your heart, you cannot say this is not feelings. This is beautiful feelings because you are connected with his heart, Gurudeva's heart, through commitment, through service, through self-giving. And then heart will flourish more and more, and that flow of sweetness will come to your heart more and more until one point of your existence, it will come in a flow, in a full stream. Why Gurudeva's face were always like, all his wrinkles were always like, because he was swimming in that sweetness. He was, drowning in that ocean of love and sweetness. Non-stop. Non-stop. That was my guru's heart. And if you serve that type of person, and he told me personally, if you serve someone who is swimming in that nectar, if you serve him, the nectar will go to you. You don't need even to chant the mantra. He told me that. He told me personally. It's like you chant the mantra, it's very difficult to reach that stage. But if you serve someone who is already there, immediately you get it. And that's how I understand the sweetness of Krishna consciousness and life. Not just Krishna consciousness, life in itself.
Sounds very hopeful and sweet. Thank you, Maharaj. So we have Dandavats from devotees from Govinda land, Ukraine. Nadia Priya Didi writes, and a question from Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. So, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj, could you please tell something in glorification of Sripad Tapasvi Maharaj?
Well, Tapasvi Maharaj, he's my pillar, my father. He gave me everything in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. And that was funny because I used to go as an ISKCON boy. I used to go to his restaurant, Prema restaurant, and we used to debate. And I was very angry because I always lost. I was trying to establish something, but he was like a genius, a brilliant man. And he always defeated me. And I got so much like passion, but in a nice mood, in a nice way. And he gave me Gurudeva, he gave me, of course, I cannot neglect Rohini Didi, because through her hands I came to Srila Govinda Maharaj, and we need to be grateful, and our heart must be grateful to everyone who helped us. And Rohini Didi, she helped me a great deal. And then she took me to Bhuvana Mohan Prabhu. And she was a genius. He was a genius. He was not a regular man. He did everything, all the books he translated, he printed, he opened many temples, he preached, and he had family and educated his son. He was like a full-time engaged in the mission and full-time engaged in his family life. What for some people are almost impossible. But he was that type of man. He met Srila Prabhupada. He found the book. He was a very powerful, very well succeed artist in New York. He was from Argentina. He was born in Brazil. He lived in Argentina from Jewish family. Then he went to New York. Then in New York, he became well succeeded. He was like going to have lots of money. Then one day he was already driving a Porsche, an expensive car. Then one day he saw in the trash bin in one garden, he saw one book, and that book captured his attention. And then he went to the trash bin and took the book, and a book was Prabhupada's book. Then he read that book, and when he was thinking about the book, one day he was driving his Porsche went in a fire, big fire, and he lost his Porsche. And then he went to the temple, and he never more left the temple, and he never more left Krishna consciousness. So his life is amazing. He was very powerful man, very sweet man, very gentle. He had like a very big voice, like a roar, like a lion, but very sweet man. I miss him because he was my pillar here in Brazil. And he forced me everything. He forced me to travel. He forced me to accept so many things. Like not force in a bad sense. Like he was like always giving me energy and enthusiasm to proceed in my life. Then he met Srila Sridhar Maharaj in 82, when Srila Goswami Maharaj was already there, because they arrived maybe 78 at Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. I think 81, Bhuvana Mohan was there. And then from 81 to 82, he was with Srila Sridhar Maharaj living in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. Then he took sannyasi, he became Parvati Maharaj. Then he went to Brazil. Then in Brazil, he got married. And he left his sannyasi life, and he started serving as a grihasta with Govinda Mohini Didi. And then he made the mission as a grihasta sannyasi. because he was very detached and not just living for his family. He was living more for the mission than for his own family. Maybe 30% for his family, 70% for the mission. What is very rare. Gurudeva said a good grihasta will give 60% to the family and 40% for Guru. A perfect grihasta. Because family life is very hard, very difficult. Takes a lot of the soul, like the father, mother. And nowadays is it even more difficult. Any more question or comment?
Probably we had. Unfortunately, I was out of Zoom. So, okay, I see some message. Excuse me. Okay, I don't see any message. Please, if anyone typed something, repeat once again. Thank you, Maharaj,
Okay,
for
we
your
can
glorification. Yes. Just today we were talking with the devotees how just by singing the glories of the Guru, Vaishnava, we can progress in our life. And moreover, the Vaishnavas already gave us the proper prayers. So like they gave us everything so we could come to Krishna. Interesting. Okay, so Tungarasa Didi says, it's amazing to hear from you, Maharaj. So wonderful and sweet. Directly from heart to heart, penetrating and awakening the soul. So,
Oh, well, I'm very happy you invited me to come to this meeting. I hope one day you can come to Brazil to stay with us in our ashram, and maybe when the temple will be inaugurated, you can come, and we will be very happy. And this for me is always a very sweet moment when I can meet the devotees. And maybe one day I will go back to Moscow and Kiev. Now situation in Kiev is not very easy to go, or Russia, I don't know, but at least I don't need a visa. This is good. I can go to both countries and other countries too without visa. And let's see what the Lord has for us. My Dandavat Pranams to all of you. And I hope to meet you soon. Maybe Narayan is always inviting me. If she invites me again, I'll be here, okay? My Dandavats for
yes, Maharaj. We heard from Narayan that she was inviting and waiting for you for so long. So I think now we can meet more frequently. And Tungarasa Didi sends her obeisances and hearts. And maybe Nadia Priya wants to say something.
When I today read 1 hour spiritual book, and where Sridhar Maharaj, he wrote that service and love, it's not different. It's like together. It's we can't do, for example, only service or only love. It's like together. And it was so amazing because sometimes it's different devotees, but our no, like said, my Sudan Maharaj, he said that Maharaj, the Maharaj, they are our grandparents. And, I'm so happy that this family, and Thank you, Maharaj. Maharaj, thank you all our teachers. It was amazing what you are sharing with us, because we are we are not so good, but you know highest spiritual knowledge, and for us. So my Davad, thank you, and thank you all devotees who this Zoom.
I am no one. I am no one. Just one thing I learned from my guru: never give up. I have nothing. I'm a very poor man. Spiritually, materially, I'm nowhere. But my guru told me, never give up. It doesn't matter what. Never give up. That's what I'm doing. I did so much wrong in my life, but I will never give up. That's our life for our gurus. My Dandavat pranams to you all, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Dandavat, dear Maharaj.
Yes.
Thank you very much
Dandavat.
for coming to this Zoom. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again. It's good to hear about Brazilian mission, a great part of our family. Thank you for sharing the glories of Sripad Tapasvi Maharaj. Dandavat.
Dandavat. Dandavat.
Yes, Maharaj.
Haribo.
And what you just said, it sounds just like Narayani's and our attempts to organize the Zooms, because always there are some difficulties at the background, not to share, but I mean.
Well, I'm very difficult person. I'm very moody. Sometimes I don't want to show my face to the devotees. I think, why am I gonna show my face to the devotees? They have nothing to learn from me, nothing to hear from me. And then I get a little moody, a little mental. But then Narayani, she's very insistent. She's always insistent. She's very smart. Like, she sends a message again and again. Then I think I have to go, because this is too much. I cannot deny, because they are my friends. I think they are my friends. So what's the problem to show your face to your friends? They will never judge you. They will just accept whatever you say, and everybody will be happy. So let's do the Zoom.
Maharaj,
Yes, Maharaj. Oh, yes, please.
Pardon a couple of words from myself. You definitely know of that shloka of Srila Rupa Goswami, which says that Lord, he's just like a diamond, and Vaishnavas turn the diamond around and show us other different sides of the diamond. So my personal feeling is that all the preachers, principal preachers of our family, they show us different sides, different aspects of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, of Srila Govinda Maharaj. And it's always important to hear the glories, the characters, above all the characters of our principal gurus, of Guru Varga, of our Parampara. And it's always essential to hear all from you as well about the qualities, the personalities of our great Guru Varga, of our gurus. So thank you very much. Please come to these meetings and share your sweet feelings. Please reveal your heart, your senses, your love to Srila Gurudev. Please share it with us. Thank you very much. Dandavat.
Dandavat. Jai Gurudev. Dandavat.
Yes, and we have more replies from Narayani, that your heart touches our hearts, and that's the most important. Thank you for letting us hear you in English. Tungarasa is agree. And also I want to add, of course, it's not about you, but sometimes when you hear about some, like how someone is not perfect, it helps you, because you can actually relate to this life situation.
Oh, it's about me. Tell the truth. It's about me. I know.
No, I mean, like, we discuss different things, not everyone has to be perfect, to participate in our Zoom. Like,
I can tell you, I
108.
can tell you, without any mask, any, I'm a fallen soul. My guru gave me some very high service, and many times I could not I still cannot keep the standard. What can I say? Using his cloth, am I at that position? Using his title as guru, can I have that position? But he told me to do that service. I didn't ask to be sannyas. I didn't ask to be anything. But my guru, he needed someone doing that. And I just said, yes, I will do for you. And sometimes I think, why did I say that? I could be just someone visiting the temple. You visit the temple, you wash some kitchen, you help to clean the kitchen, and you go home. But when you are exposed in the spotlight, all your sins, all your faults become clear to everyone. And this is very painful. This is very painful. So life as a preacher, as Prabhu said, being in the spotlight is very painful. Can be very painful because, some people, they are very capable for the service. But Gurudeva, he took someone he needed in the field, and he made that, something useful. I was useless, and now I'm trying to do something useful.
Oh, no more comments. Just appreciation.
My Dandavat Pranam. So then when you all think it's time to come back to the Zoom, that is a flow, a nice flow, always coming and not forcing something. I think I like spontaneity, spontaneidade. How you say that in Russian? To be spontaneous.
Yeah, same. Spontaneous.
Yeah, that's the way. Dandavat.
Dandavat Maharaj and Tungarasa Didi says, we are very eager for your hearty association, dear Maharaj. Please give us your association more and more. So let us be the last words for today.
Okay, Dandavat.